Since its arrival on Netflix in 2016, The Crown has quickly become one of the most popular drama shows on the streaming platform. In the first week of the fourth and most recent season, the show was streamed for over 3.36 billion minutes, Netflix's highest ever. As the show was being released, viewers were dying to know, were the royal family watching? Furthermore, why has it recently been revealed that the show has upset Prince Charles? Stay tuned to find out what they think. First up, do the royal family watch The Crown? Since the very first episode, The Crown has portrayed various members of the royal family, including Queen Elizabeth II, Prince Philip, Prince Charles, and in the most recent season, Princess Diana. But do any of the royals actually watch the show? Do they even have Netflix? Well, it seems like they do. And it sounds like they're loving, or at least watching, The Crown. Despite the Queen's communications secretary telling the New York Times that the royal family has no comment on The Crown, credible sources support that the Queen, yes, the Queen, has watched at least the first season of the show. How crazy is that? The Queen of England watching Netflix. She even reportedly really liked it, although did have concerns that some of it had been too heavily dramatized, an argument that led to the series coming under fire for a few years now. According to the Buckingham Palace, the Queen realizes that who watch The Crown take it as an accurate portrayal of the royal family, and she cannot change that. However, despite Queen Elizabeth liking The Crown, it seemed that her husband, Prince Philip, was definitely not a fan of the show before he died in April 2021. Actor Matt Smith, known for his role as the 11th Doctor in BBC's Doctor Who, actually played the Duke of Edinburgh in the show's early seasons. He recently revealed that a friend of his had ended up having dinner next to Prince Philip and asked him if he watched the show. His response, "Don't be ridiculous." Fair enough. One member of the royal family who actually loves the show is Camilla Parker Bowles, Prince Charles's wife. According to her nephew, she enjoys the series, however, wasn't looking forward to the bits to come, which was of course in reference to her extramarital affair with Prince Charles. Perhaps she wasn't the biggest fan of the season for them. Finally, in their sit-down interview with Oprah Winfrey, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, also revealed that they've watched some of the series, although they didn't specify which parts of the show they'd actually seen. I wonder how strongly they'll feature in the later seasons. Don't go anywhere because we're just about to find out why it was recently revealed that Prince Charles is so upset with The Crown on Netflix. Next, why is Prince Charles upset with the show? Played by Josh O'Connor, Prince Charles was the center of The Crown over its last two seasons. Viewers got to see the Prince of Wales' young adulthood as well as his marriage to Princess Diana, and subsequent affair with Camilla, which actually came under fire for its overtly dramatized depiction of real-life events. O'Connor eventually received an Emmy nomination for his work on the show. Until now, there has been no evidence of Prince Charles liking, watching, or even acknowledging the existence of The Crown. However, recently he finally revealed that he has seen the show. And, well, he's seemingly not too happy with how he's portrayed. Speaking at the 2022 Edinburgh Fringe Festival, Scottish politician Anas Sarwar has said that Prince Charles referenced The Crown while introducing himself to the Parliament members. How weird. But what did he say? Well, according to Anas, he came over the politicians and said, "Hello, nice to meet you all. I'm nowhere near how they portray me on Netflix." There's no surprise that he perhaps feels obligated to say this, as the end of Season 4 portrays the royal in an extremely ugly light. In a particular scene, he unloads all of his anger on Princess Diana in an ugly fight. No wonder he doesn't want to be seen that way. Luckily for Prince Charles, Josh O'Connor won't be returning to play the character in Seasons 5 and 6. Instead, Dominic West, who is known for playing Jimmy McNulty in The Wire, is set to take on the role of Prince Charles later in his life. Perhaps he'll prefer the later seasons? Somehow, with what's to come, we doubt it. So, how accurate is the show? To many people, particularly those from other countries who don't have an extensive knowledge of British and the royal history, The Crown may be seen as a documentary as it's based on true historical events. After all, most of the characters in the show are or were real people, and much of what happens in the past has been documented and therefore shown in the series. However, as Josh O'Connor put it, there's only so much research you can do. Many of the conversations in the show are completely fabricated, as nobody would have known exactly what was said. This has to be expected, however, as ultimately the aim of the drama is to entertain rather than inform. Showrunner Peter Morgan is creating a story, and so fictional scenes may be added to help them along in the journey. Also, things that are historically accurate may not be included, as they don't serve to help tell the story that is intended. To be fair to Prince Charles and the Queen, their concerns over the dramatization of the show may be well-founded. In fact, because of the dramatization in the show and the people thought it was historically accurate, Netflix were at one point pushed to include a fiction disclaimer for The Crown. Helena Bonham Carter, who played Princess Margaret, backed up the idea, saying that, "I do feel very strongly, because I think we have a moral responsibility to say, hang on guys, this is not a drama doc, we're making a drama." Netflix eventually stated that they had no intention to provide a disclaimer, as they had always presented the show as a work of fiction. What do you think? Did you think that The Crown was historically accurate? Let us know. And finally, when is Season 5 coming on Netflix? Speaking of Season 5, there is one question that everyone wants to know the answer to. When is it being released? Well, it's actually sooner than you think. In September 2021, Netflix announced that the Season 5 of The Crown is set to release in November 2022, with the 6th and final season set to air around a year later, between November and December 2023. It's expected that Seasons 5 and 6 will focus on the royal family's rushed transition into the 21st century, including Prince Charles's marriage to Camilla, and the tragic death of Princess Diana. New actors have been brought in to portray the royals later in life, including the previously mentioned Dominic West playing Prince Charles. Imelda Staunton have been revealed to be playing the older Queen Elizabeth II, and Elizabeth Debicki will take over from Emma Corrin to portray Princess Diana. Academy Award-nominated Jonathan Pryce is also joining the cast, taking over for Tobias Menzies in the role of Prince Philip. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for the last 2 seasons to be released. In other TV news, what news shows are going to be released soon? Well, the highly anticipated Game of Thrones spin-off House of the Dragon, which portrays the Targaryen Civil War, is currently being released on HBO, and so far the critics are saying it's excellent. The first episode is currently sitting at a 9.0 rating on IMDb, which is an extremely high rating for a pilot. Other upcoming HBO shows, including the 4th season of Succession and the video game adaptation The Last of Us starring The Mandalorian star Pedro Pascal, have recently been revealed in an HBO trailer and are due to being released in 2023. Other shows due to be released next year include the Apple TV award winner Ted Lasso and the 3rd season of Euphoria, which in its 2nd season became HBO's most watched show behind the original Game of Thrones. Finally, for those of you who have just finished Stranger Things Season 4 and are wondering what next season is being released, well, you might have to wait a while. With no official release date, it's likely that the 5th and possibly final season will be released in late 2023, if not 2024. Sorry, Stranger Things superfans. What shows are you most looking forward to watching over the coming months? Let us know in the comments below. So it turns out the royal family actually do watch The Crown, or at least some of them, and that a few of them are even fans of the show. Imagine watching it with them. How hilarious would that be? I'm mostly surprised at the idea of the Queen having Netflix. Anyway, that's all we've got time for in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and leave a comment. Until next time.